part 2 of Otherside. We're looking at the chorus now, and you'll notice that each time the A minor is played, he starts off with 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now that's an important thing to recognize, because that's your signature or your characteristic rhythm for the song. So when you're jamming with the band, keep that A minor constant. You'll notice the F for the first time in bar 2 is the same, but if you jump to the next line in the chorus, you'll notice it goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and it's got a very quick 1 and 3 in the corner there after the 4 and. So I'm going to break that and into 2 syllables, and I'm going to use a hammer on. So if I go a bit more out of view, you'll see I'm picking and I'm hammering on. So I don't pick that second note, otherwise I'd have to get, and that tends to lose a bit of the smoothness, loses a bit of the legato. So the hammer on keeps it smoother. Pick and hammer on at the top. Okay. So one more time, your second F of the chorus is going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, and that's quite cool because it's a bit of a change. So you're not getting bored of doing the same thing the whole way through. Let's look at the C's. The C's are constant the whole way through. And then you'll notice now for the G, they change the rhythm as well. So he now plays on all the downbeats, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So for the G's, he's going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And that's quite cool as well, because there's little subtle rhythm variations that make the song great. Now, like I said, I'm not going to play it through the whole way through by myself. I want you to learn to count it. I want you to learn to be able to read the rhythms. Okay, so like I said, I'm just doing little sections there, and I'm just going to do the first line of the chorus to guide us through, and you can hear the subtle change at the end on the G. Are you ready? Just the first line. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 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 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And then back to the A in the next line. Okay. Now, let's have a look at some of the cool fills. And you'll notice that when the bands do fills, it's normally when the singing is finished, or it's at the end of a cycle. And when I say cycle, I mean end of the chord progression. And if you look at the chords for the chorus, it's basically A minor, F, C, G, and then it repeats. So the G chord would be the end of the cycle, and that's when the guys like doing fills, doing or whatever they think sounds cool for the song. Now, if you look at the last G now in the second line of the chorus, it's going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now, 4 there is quite an unusual note because it's not even in the key, but it's a leading note to take you back to the A in the third line of the chorus. Of the notes in the G, on the second beat you got the 5, that's an octave. And an octave, for those that aren't sure, is the same note just played higher in pitch. It could also be in lower as well. If I played him, I could have come down an octave, but both those notes are G. Okay, so it's going fret 3 to the octave, onto that 2 there, which is part of the arpeggio, study for another day, back to the root note, lead on the offbeat. And when we say lead, it means it's going somewhere, it's creating tension, and it's resolving into the A minor. Okay. That's pretty much the chorus that sums up the whole way through. So play around with it, make it your own, create the whole way through. Okay. If you get stuck with it or you want some more ideas, let me know and we'll make it work for you.